Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Right now, if you take a keen analysis on the trends, the various Gen Z revolutions in the African continent, you find that most governments are now forced to think twice.
We want change.
Now, this is the reason why people again give a lot of kudos to Gen Zs, especially the Gen Zs in Kenya, because they are the ones who started this movement of liberating their nations. Now, talking about Gen Z's movement, let us revisit a story in Uganda. Now, we all aware that Uganda is headed for the polls that is going to be early next year. Now, Museveni is seeking his last or rather final term. Now, of course, that is not something that Bobby Wine would want to see become actualized. Bobby Wine has made it his business to remove Museveni from power. So it's just a matter of time before we see whether that is going to happen. But talking about a matter of time, there's a statement that President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni delivered during one of his roadside rallies. And I wanted to listen to this statement.
I am the president of Uganda. If you want to check my power, you try it. But I get a salary of 3.6 million. And I knock off 700,000.
Very well, ladies and gentlemen. Museveni has declared that anyone who thinks that he is not the president of Uganda should try him and see what is going to happen. Of course, that is a threat to anybody who wants to demonstrate, everybody who wants to remove him from power. It is a political threat, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'd like us to explore that video because we know what is happening in Tanzania right now. So before we explore the video, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to appreciate you for the support you've been giving this channel. If you wish to support us, just like this video and subscribe to our channel. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Yoweri is sending a message to Gen Zs, Uganda Gen Zs. And I have a very strong reason why I think that is the case. First, if I may take you to the statement from the congratulatory statement that Museveni sent to Samia. And he told Samia, Uganda and Tanzania share historic bonds of friendship and cooperation. I look forward to working with President Samia to further strengthen our partnership in trade, infrastructure, regional integration for the peace and prosperity of our people. This victory reflects the confidence that the people of Tanzania have in her leadership and vision. So according to Museveni, he believes that the 98% that we are told that Samia got was a total reflection of the people. Now, of course, there's a story I shared about the statement from the SADC observers who said that there was a lot of malpractice, irregularities. In fact, according to the SADC preliminary report, they said that there was a lot of intimidation and the election was not free and fair. Now, that is an observer group delivering a statement. Now, because I want us to look at the impact of the statement from Museveni. Now, if I may take you again to Uganda President Yoweri Museveni's son, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. He said, Mama Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of Tanzania, is fast becoming one of my favorite leaders in Africa. No nonsense and extremely decisive. Asante sana mama. Now, let's look at Uganda. And then people decide to riot. Of course, the person who is the general here is Muhoozi. And we all know that Muhoozi wants to become the president of this republic. If at all the people in Uganda wreak such an havoc that we have seen in Tanzania, who do you think is going to occupy the state house? If at all the military is to take over? Of course, it's General Muhoozi. Again, it's just a Kaguta family, Yoweri Museveni family. Now, This is why I think the video that Museveni shared should not be taken lightly by Gen Zs in Uganda. If they are thinking about demonstrating, which is their right, they need to think twice on how they're going to address it, because Tanzania's case was a bit different. Uganda's case is going to be much, much different. You've always seen what people are saying, that Tanzania was quarterfinal, Uganda is going to be semi-final, Kenya is going to be finals. So that means Uganda's case is going to be a bit different. You see, the difference between Uganda and Tanzania again is that the main opposition leader in Uganda right now is still Bobi Wine, who is very influential. But in Tanzania, the main opposition leader, the Chadema party leader, still in custody. So that means in Uganda there is going to be it's going to be a bit different, because the main opposition leader, of course, there's the other one. The other one is still in custody, but we're talking about the one who contested last time, Bobi Wine. Bobi Wine is very influential, being a musician, and controls the masses. He is expected to pose a huge challenge to Museveni. The issue of age against, it's the issue of age here. There are people who want to say, Museveni has been in power for long. It's high time we replaced him with someone. But who is this someone? You see, there's no way Museveni is going to leave power. That is why, despite the fact that he's doing campaigns, we already know that Museveni cannot be defeated. He knows what is going to happen and how he's going to win. So if he congratulated Samia Suluhu, even went to an extent of saying that the 98% that Samia Suluhu got reflects, the people's will, whereas we have a story about, intimidations and voter injustice, electoral injustices. We have a lot of story concerning electoral malpractices. So it means Museveni can deploy the same tactic and get even 99%. What will you say? Of course, the first person who's going to congratulate him is Samia Suluhu. That's the honest reality, ladies and gentlemen. Now, just go below in the comment section and tell us what you think about Museveni's video. Try him. If you think he's not the president, try him. So perhaps if you're watching this video and have not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Till we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.